In a world of mystery and magic, danger lurks behind every turn and terrible threats lurk in the shadows, unseen by everyone. In the Savras Archipelago, the Windjammer, Maeve Lamborn, needs to land a new patron in the worst way. Low on supplies and desperately needing the armaments to survive the Descensian threat, she's willing to take any job. A mysterious stranger offers her a simple task for a huge payout: retrieve a stolen relic. She jumps at what sounds like easy money to refit and restock her ship. Then she discovers the easier the job, the more it might get them all killed. Check out the Shadow Phoenix Saga on ProjectShadow.com. New episodes every Tuesday.
And that's been a really fun schedule to keep. Hello, everyone. My name is Charlie. I'm a non-binary sci-fi fantasy writer. And, I've got some work to do today. But we'll talk about that in a little bit, because in the great fortune that is the universe, I am not alone today. I am joined by the wonderful, the phenomenal, the Laura Nettles, the bringer of tea. And the phenomenal, you have no idea what is coming your way. I got a sneak preview of some of it, and it is amazing. Megan McCarthy.
Hello.
Oh my. Today has been a weird day already, and it's only just begun. So yesterday I had a surprise Sneak Attack album release.
Ooh.
So if you head over to either my Project Shadow channel on YouTube, or I know it's up on Apple Music and Spotify. I haven't gotten any confirmations yet from any of the other streaming services, so I don't know, but it should be at all of them soonish. My new album, Born in Shadow, is out. And I even did a video over on the Project Shadow channel where it's kind of an album listening party where I play the track and explain what went into writing each one and why it is there. And that was a lot of fun to make. I may make another video, because I've realized of all the people I've talked to about what the song Don't Want is about, nobody actually hears it the same way I did when I wrote it. So I might actually do a full, here's what the song is actually about from my point of view. But you do you, boo. I don't really care if you hear it the way I do or not. But I found it interesting when I was talking to some people yesterday, and they all had very different opinions about what that song was about, and none of them were what was in my mind when I wrote it. And I love art for that purpose, that everybody gets to experience it in their own way. But I think it might be fun to do a deep dive into its construction and what it meant to me. But it is out. It is, from what I can see, doing better than previous releases. So that's exciting. Also, if you want to see some really obnoxious shorts from me regarding the album, definitely make sure you're subscribed to the Project Shadow channel, because I got to show them.
Yeah, fantastic. I saw them.
They were a lot of fun to
Perfect.
make, and they will start coming out in a couple hours, actually, over there, the first one. And yeah, it's going to be fun. How is everyone doing today?
Pretty good. I woke up kind of late, so I've only been awake for an hour, maybe.
Awake? Is this something we have to do? I feel like I haven't woken up at all yet. I've had my coffee. I might have to go get another coffee during the first sprint, because my brain is like, but we were in Slumberland and it was delicious. And I'm like, yes it was, but you have work to do. No. We scheduled the thing for noon. You have to be up. No. So I don't know. And on the topic of things to do, I have an article to write for a magazine. That's what I'm going to be working on today. The editor of Manifestations magazine kind of came at me hard yesterday in why I haven't written an article for their most recent issue, because it's right up my alley. And she got to hear me basically preach a sermonette on the topic yesterday. It was like, why I don't have an article? What? Why? Why? This is what the topic of the next issue is, right? Why I don't have? So I made promises last night that okay, fine, I will write that. So that's what I'm doing today. Is I'm going to try to get that article written for that. Hello, Patchett. Oh yeah, there will definitely be chaos today. Today is definitely the chaos day. Hello, Jenna.
Hello.
Hello, Carrie. Can't join. Ooh, got to get all that Substack stuff done. I have ideas for what I want to start putting out on the Substack. I just need to get more organized. Yeah, them's words. Them's words. And yes, you can do it. Hello, Patrick. Hello, Cold Gamer. How are you doing today?
Hello.
Oh, you have no idea. Yes, Laura is definitely the bringer of tea. And thank you. I'm really
Actual tea, not gossip tea.
though, you can always hope for the other. Like,
Or both. Or both.
And
Tea and gossip.
hello,
I'll take it.
Spirits.
Hello.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's cool. I will see you if I see you.
Oh, wow.
That first of all, that's really cool. Second of all, camp starts what, Saturday? Is it Friday or Saturday? Saturday, isn't it? Yeah, Saturday. I haven't decided if I'm even gonna try. I don't know. I think I don't know.
I've decided I'm just going to focus on my Substack
So
and make that my camp thing, is trying to get ahead on Substack.
So I'm working on marketing Tiny Shivers right now,
Mm-hmm.
and April 1st is when the trailer should be delivered.
Nice.
The book trailer, and then I did make some memes.
I enjoyed the first one that I saw on, was it Instagram? I think it was.
I put one on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want a sneak peek?
Yes, of course.
Is this a question?
So this one is just for me, but Crimson Strings is the project I want to work on for camp. So yeah. That's the one I posted.
Yes. Market the horrors.
Okay, I kind of want you to get. I kind of want you to hear the last one. Like, I want to wear that places.
I like it. Is this a rom-com?
This is a rom-com. Oh my goodness. I kind of want to write a rom-com that's secretly a horror. 'Cause I think most of them are. Why do they always pick the wrong guy?
One does not simply sleep after reading Tiny Shivers. That's a great
And
way.
then the one that you made.
Ah, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Hello, Heather. Not doing camp, but you set it up. See, I have not been able to do fiction writing for so long. Because I did this stupid thing of like making promises of things. And so now I have like work to do, which feels all kinds of weird and wrong. So I haven't had a chance to do much like creative writing. I've been doing a lot of editing, of previously written stuff. I've been writing a lot of stuff for other projects other than my like fiction projects, and I'm like, camp is a really good excuse to try to guilt myself into actually fiction again. But I don't know if I need to guilt myself. Like, just the fact that that's the way my mind went with it makes me feel like maybe it's the wrong thing to do.
Maybe just let it happen when it happens.
I miss fiction writing so much. And the thing is, now that I've got the podcast started, I know, and I've started serializing this, I'm like, I'm not that far into writing of book one. Maybe I should be further ahead. Like, all of book 0 is written. So the book that's coming out now, it's all written. But I'm like, I think, is it this week or next week? One of these 2 weeks, we're going to be hitting the halfway point next week. So next week, we're halfway through book 0. Chapter 5 came out this week, and there are only 12 chapters in book 0. It's a short little novella. And I know book 1 is going to be considerably longer in both number of chapters and the size of chapters, because the chapters that I have written have wanted to be rather sizable. I'm kind of hoping that it'll calm down at some point and be like, nah, we're going to do normal, smaller size chapters. But so far it's been like, all of the words!
Gargantuan chapters.
I think chapter 1 clocks in at around 4,000 words.
Oh, wow.
And
that's a chapter.
That's a chapter.
That's a hefty chapter.
It is it is broken in 4 parts. So it could technically be broken up into 4 chapters, but then like the chapter count gets ridiculous. But all 4 are from the same character's point of view. So that, and kind of tells I don't want to say one story, but one event that happens. So it makes sense to have it grouped as a single chapter. And it looks like, from what I've done because I've written some for chapters 2, 3, and 4, and they're all wanting to be about that size. So it's gonna be I'm Brandon Sandersoning myself. No. See, Sven says I was supposed to fiction write yesterday and did a lot of napping instead. Hey, dreams are where fiction comes from, so it still counts. You're toying around with the idea of writing today, but instead finished your giant crochet blanket. It's
nice.
Finished! That's awesome.
Yay.
You just it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I actually don't mind weaving in ends. I'm like the only person in the world who doesn't.
So a friend of mine who is desperately wanting to teach me crochet dropped off a bunch of hooks for me.
Oh, nice.
The other day in a whenever you want me to teach you. Oh, excuses now. I can bring yarn and you have your own hooks because I gave them to you. So I feel like my time has come. Soon.
You will join the rest of us in the crochet
soon
community.
He's slowly eroding my excuses to not get started. So, but he's also making a present for Megan right now.
So excited.
I am too. Let's see. A strange truck with a lot of cable has stopped in front of my house.
Interesting.
I don't know what he's doing. I'll have to keep a side eye on that, and the dog might start barking in a minute. I don't know. I may need to rush off to a sprint in a minute. Yeah. What is he doing? Why does he have a shovel? Okay. I have so many questions. Why is there a stranger with a shovel in my front yard? Why is there loud banging from a stranger? I will be right back. I'm sorry. I need to know what's going on.
Okay. We will hold down the fort.
All the
So-
fort building.
So Spence says it's just because it's the finishing step. Like, I could just be done, but I have this one thing to do. Yeah. It's always like you want the project to be finished, but there's that one thing that's left to do. So it's just like, ah. Yep. Emma Bennett says it set her dog off. Oh no. Sorry about that. Hopefully your dog will quiet down soon.
Yeah.
That's why I wear headphones. Except my dogs don't seem to like notice the either TV screens or computer screens. It's as if it and any sounds that come from them. It's as if it doesn't exist to them.
Mhm.
It's bizarre.
So the dog is still barking. I think it's the guy that the internet people said was never going to come out to the house who's going to bury the line.
Hmm.
They had to run a new internet line, and I think that's what he's doing. I don't know. He's not responding to verbal cues and commands, but I think he's got earbuds in. Thank you for telling me. I will look into it momentarily.
So Emma popped in the chat. Emma Bennett.
Hello,
Hey,
Emma.
Emma.
Sorry about setting the dog off. Oh. Oh my. Okay, so I'm a little confused as to what's going on with my life right now. Anywho, but would it be me if I wasn't? I mean, just saying. Y'all came for chaos. Sasha, I promised chaos and I am delivering. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the first sprint. I
They're
noticed
so cute.
this new alien timer, and oh, they are adorable.
Who do I choose?
They're so cute. I'm picking the gray one because I don't know. It's just want to pinch some cheeks.
I think
So-
I'm actually going to pick the yellow one because those ears are adorable.
I mean, I at least advertise well as to what it is that I offer and bring. So I have to give you guys one warning though, because you haven't. I don't know if you've seen this one yet. Their walks are adorable. So when I hit start, if this is too distracting, let me know and we will have a different timer for the next sprint. Because
I did make a tiny shivers timer if you want to use it later.
Ooh, yay, you took my suggestion. I can't wait to see it.
so I'm just gonna warn you, their walk is so cute.
I choose the Tin Man.
Nice.
Oh, I might actually win because Laura picked the same one I did. Yay! All right, let's go ahead and get this started so I can figure out what's going on outside. Let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go! Look at it happen. Cute. So it hit 0, and I did not hear a celebration for some reason. Luckily, I
neither.
was watching it.
Neither
And
did
so
I.
that it happened. Huh. It did when I did the test. Because I tested it, and it made sounds. Huh. Anywho, is over cute and orange one.
Did you have the sound maybe down?
No?
Is the tab muted?
Is
I
the
don't
tab
think
muted?
so. No? I don't know.
Well, then I have no idea.
Sound is turned on. Goodness sakes, the music's even still turned on, and I forgot to turn
Yeah,
the music
because we
off.
didn't hear that.
Huh. So if I'm going to be using this one, I'll have to keep a very close eye on it. Luckily, luckily that is a thing. What I was doing. Alrighty. So the people what were here were gone. Yeah, they buried the line in the backyard, which had me a little bit nervous because I'm live streaming and they're messing with the internet wire.
Mm.
But it is now in the ground, so yay. I forgot to turn my camera on. I'm making all kinds of gestures, and nobody knows.
Your voice was very animated.
Yeah, so that got done. I wrote. I ended up only getting about 140 some words written. I am writing on my wonderful Remarkable tablet, so I don't know the exact thing, but I have a very consistent average of about 143 words a page, a handwritten page, and I finished a handwritten page. So somewhere around 140 words. That sprint, which, considering I spent a lot of it trying to figure out what people were doing in my yard, especially when they suddenly pulled out heavy equipment that I didn't even see in their truck. I think that's pretty good. How did everybody else do?
Well, I finished like all my marketing stuff for the latest Substack post, except for the stuff that has to be done on like Friday or
Nice.
elsewhere throughout the week. Ugh, dog hair in my mouth. And then I was making memes. I made one for Laura. I sent it to her. I'm trying to come up with another one for that same meme for me because I really like the meme.
Gentleman frog.
The gentleman frog, yes. And I think he's so handsome.
Meme format I am obsessed with right now, and I can't figure out how to use it for anything that I'm doing, though I think it might work well for Laura to do a bunch of them. Is that one where Death is knocking on the door and you see the guy sneaking out in the background? He's not home. And I don't know why I'm obsessed with this one. I've seen so many good ones using it lately that I want to use it for something, but my brain is not giving me answers. So
getting sucked into another long series. And you see the guy running.
Yeah, that would work. That did not mean to write this book so big. Oh my goodness. No edits was filling in the notebook you're using as a tracker for the year.
Nice.
I wish I could still use trackers. I don't know if it was Millwordy's fault or if it just highlighted a problem that is me. But during the process of trying to do Millwordy, I learned how destructive word trackers are for me. And how they are not healthy for my psyche. I think that might be the best way to put it. And as somebody who loves doing word trackers and seeing progress, because this is a very ephemeral business. I mean, it is nice that I can now see how many pages I'm doing because of the way I'm writing with this thing. So that helps a little bit, but it's not like the olden days when I was writing on paper and I would watch it get thicker and thicker. Like the number of written pages on the other side of the notebook would be getting thicker and thicker as I went through. And it's hard for me to feel like I am doing work if I don't see that progress. So I haven't found the happy in between yet for me of not unhealthily obsessing over numbers and also having something that goes, see, look, you did do something. It's like when Brian got home yesterday, he was like, so how was your day? I was like, I did nothing. And no, I posted a 45-minute video to the one channel. I made 5 shorts and got them scheduled. Like I had a class where I did a war were declared. I'm just going to leave it at that. I did a lot, but I didn't have anything tangible to show for it. And that's something I'm still dealing with. But luckily...
So that sounds like you need to get into crochet so you
Yeah.
have some results.
That's actually one of the reasons why I'm really wanting to do that. But luckily, I have my emotional support gaming.
Oh, nice.
So when I get into that place, I can just pick it up and go, how did they make this fabric so soft? Like, why is this fabric so soft? Like, I don't understand how are you so soft? You're so soft. You're so soft. You're so cute! And I love that it's just human face-like enough that my screen blur sees it as a face.
Yeah.
It's just face-like enough. The screen blur is like, it's fine, that's a face. Woo, 1 chapter down. More needs to go. I'm fine. I'm not sighing at you. Congratulations. I just had a moment of, you've got all those books that you said you were putting out this year. You need to finish those edits. No. My own personal problem there. Fine. Had a moment of narcissism. It's okay. Letting it go. Letting it go.
Substacked and dozed.
I don't know.
Sleepy.
I don't know why Substack as a verb made me giggle, but I like it. I like it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Veggie soft taco. Yum.
Brian, in his sweet, sweet villainy that he is known to do, has yet again made the fajitadillas, and they were so good. Like, they're all I can think about. This basically, he cooks up the fajita meat and stuff, and instead of making fajitas out of them, he then smacks that meat in the middle of a quesadilla with all the
nice.
gooey cheese.
Yeah.
And cooks it up. And I hate myself
Yummy.
for how much I love them. They're so good, and they're all I can think about. And they're gone now. They have been consumed. Sorry, I saw the word taco and went, we could have tacos or we could have fajitadillas. See, Carrie says word tracking is one of the few things you can do. You tried. Yeah. Oh, no. Weight tracking I cannot do. I have
I have to be really careful about it because, body dysmorphia and stuff like that. But I can do it if I have a 5-year plan for my weight loss. So it takes it's like a pound a month that I have to lose. So it's relatively easy to hit my goal. And that I can do because it's small enough that I'm hitting the goal, but not, and it's getting me towards where I want to go. But I have to be really careful about it because otherwise I get too obsessive. I only check my weight once a month. That's it. That is the only time I can step on that scale.
Yeah, I have to be very careful. I did the bulimia when I was younger.
Same.
And there are times when my bad habits go, hey, remember when you were thin and felt like you were just the master of your domain? Wouldn't you like to be? No. This is also extremely unhealthy. No brain. No. So I have to be very careful when I think about things like that. It's not that I don't want to improve. I just have to be very careful because those demons did not go away. They're just lurking just out of the shadows going, oh, you need some weight loss? I know a handy dandy, quick and easy. No, shut up. Shut up. We do not need a monorail. We do not need a monorail. It's fine. It's fine. Go away. Then again, I have a lot of evil music men in the back of my head trying to get me to do all kinds of bad things because that was my childhood. It was all the bad decisions. One of the many ways I say, I'm so happy I'm still here. Well, I have thought about that. I've tried a lot of different things. The hardest part for me is finding something that I will do. It's like the twin problems. Like it has to be something that I will do, and something that is actually helpful and not going to feed into my weird compulsions.
Mhm.
And that's actually not a bad idea because we moved that bookcase into the other room, so there's a blank wall over there that I could put a cork board on.
Yeah.
I have to talk to Brian about that because he might actually want to use it for some things too. Whenever you, yeah, I mean that is a really good idea. I think the corkboard might work a little bit better for me because I get obsessive. I have a problem. I have a problem. Like, there's a reason I have no sticky notes near me, and it's because if I did, you probably wouldn't be able to see me because there would just be this feather boa of sticky notes on the laptop that would just be like fluttering around the camera and maybe even covering it because I like sticky notes and I'm like, oh, and I have a very bad memory. So every time I think of something that I need to remember, and then they don't serve any purpose whatsoever because there's so many sticky notes that I then have that whole like wall of awful experience of, oh god, I need to go to the wall of sticky notes and pick out something to do. There's so many. So it backfires a little bit on that.
So I do that too. Like I had to take off some of my sticky notes on my computer. I currently only have 4 on this computer. There used to be a lot more.
What is this? I love the Hollywood, the holiday food horror ones. I still have the card on my desk because there are times when I just need to pick it up and giggle. But I have a very dark sense of humor. Your mileage may vary. You may not giggle.
Oh, I giggled. So did everyone who got the cards that I sent it to. Even the people who do not know anything about Laura. They were like, this is actually pretty funny.
I'm just very used to sharing things that I think are funny and having
A
people
little
go,
disturbing, but
"Oh,
funny.
what is wrong with you?" I get a lot of what is wrong with you when I share my humor with people. So I've learned to put trigger warnings on everything. Sage!
Hello.
We have a to do and a to done section. Not a bad idea. You don't check. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's an issue. Hey Sage, somebody wants to say hi. Somebody wants to say hi. I know. Sage, Sage. Whoa. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Yeah. Show soft. And now the issue is, does Mango need a sibling? Because Mango 2 just went up for order. And it's like, I love my Mango. Does Mango need a friend? Like, the only difference between this Mango and the new Mango is on the bottom. There's a diamond that says 2. Because it's the second edition of it. So I already have a Mango. I don't need a... Do I need a second Mango? Might need... No, I'm good. I have one. Could have more. It's
It
fine.
could be like Pokemon.
I really feel like the Clicks plushies are my Pokemon because I've got a bunch of them. I have a bunch of them. It is Makeship loves me. I'm just gonna say it that way. Makeship loves me. Oh, you got a point there. Might have to ship a package to the South Africans.
Carrie's addicted now.
They are very addictive. Look, I love plushies so much. And this is not a commercial, not sponsored, but hey, I got into doing content making just so I could make plushies of my own stuff. So Makeship, I have ideas. But I don't understand how these are so soft. Because I was not allowed to have plushies as a kid because I grew up AMAB and boys don't have stuffed animals, or so I was repeatedly told. And so I'm making up for it in my adulthood because nobody can tell me no. Um, except for my bank account and wallet. But I have a bunch of plushies now, but these are so soft. Like they're so soft. Like, I feel like they have an entire division dedicated to how can we make them softer. How can we make them softer?
Way too much fun.
Oh, that's sad. At first, I thought you were doing the overly dramatic, oh, no, please don't. And then I read the rest. And I was like, oh, that hurt. That hurts my shoulder a little bit. It does bounce. It bounces rather well. It has fallen, I'm going to say, because I refuse to believe that it jumped. It has found a way to just skitter across the floor a couple times. And I kind of like the idea that my emotional support demon might be possessed, so I'm just running with it. I am pretty sure that it was just on an unstable, sat down in an unstable way and slid off, but
Sure.
it's more fun to just be like, I have a possessed emotional support demon, so I'm just going to roll with it. But yeah, I have watched it just bound across the room a couple times, and that was life. Like, I wish I had recorded it. It was adorable and a little bit threatening, which is, what I look for in a pet.
Somebody tell me to stop making memes.
I think you might be at the wrong place for that. I mean,
I'm making memes, so
if you're gonna stop doing memes, what else are you gonna do? I mean,
Do you want to see the ones I just made? I'm sharing the screen.
nice.
Wait, I already did one.
Here, wait, let's take this off the screen so we can see.
thank you. I'm a dum dum.
Nice.
I feel like your meme collection is not going to be finished until you do the entire distracted boyfriend story from start to when the two girls get married at the end. Because I love the entire epic tale of the distracted boyfriend that ends up with the two girls together and throwing him out. One of my favorite pictures is the one of him on the park bench just crying with them frolicking in the background.
I also love the Kermit Palpatine
Yes.
one. You got to do one of those.
Yes, you definitely need. Definitely. Yep. It's also very rolly. I do know that my dog is jealous of my relationship with the emotional support demon. I can attest to this. Oh.
I mean, Spence is right. I mean, for her next comment, I read ahead.
83 weeks a day until it comes out. I mean, not wrong.
Because then you can post in the morning, the middle of the day, and in the evening. So you catch everybody who's awake in the day and on the internet at, various points throughout the day.
Speaking
Then
of,
you get a wide variety of like audience segments that you're hitting.
this is true because algorithms are the devil. Yeah, it's out. If anybody, here, let me grab the link to this. We're about to do another. Speaking of
Sage.
memes, uh, as we are getting close to doing our next sprint, the first of the shorts that I did to promote the new album just went live. So if anybody is interested in
Check it out. It's funny.
the Clerks one, is the first one that came out.
Oh, nice. That
So
one is extra funny. That one's my favorite, I think.
they're why
I
is
don't
it?
know. There's so many good ones, though.
What?
Is it my favorite?
I feel like that because I'm like the Clerks one's my favorite, and then I'm like, no, the Wednesday Addams one. I'm like, no, the
Yeah,
Stephen
that one's
Colbert,
great.
but the Wednesday, it's the Wednesday. No, it's the Clerks. No, it's the Wednesday.
No, it's the Colbert.
I don't know. I keep going around in circles and circles and circles. But yeah, I'm sorry. Another car randomly stopped in front of the house. This is my day for people doing things right outside the window. Apparently, I live in the middle of nowhere, and yet everybody has decided that right in front of my house is where all activity must happen today. It's crazy. Um, yeah, Tinder toys are yeah. That was a direct message from Makeshift letting me know that the new Mango is available because they know me and they know that they might be able to get my money. Alrighty, so as we're about to head off, I will definitely do my best to keep an eye on the timer. Here, let me double
I
check.
will as well.
Here, let me reshare the screen and see if they put in that thing again for that you have to click for sharing sound.
Hmm.
Okay, so the checkbox is there and share tab audio is checked. So I thought maybe I forgot to check the box to not, but I still would have heard it on my own computer.
Do we hear the horn blare at the beginning?
I did last time.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I will keep an eye on it, but I think they're so cute and so adorable that I would use them again. Um,
One-eyed Pinky.
I'm still going for the yellow one.
I mean that is a plan. That is a plan. All right, I'm going to stick with the. I'm going to stick with the Tin Man.
You have the
I
orange
think
blobfish.
I think I'm going to shock the world and go with the pink one up at the top because that walk is just too funny. And
I
I know
like the way mine just kind of wobbles and like it's drunk and
they really consulted the Bureau of Funny Walks to get all these going. Alrighty, make sure that you have something to hydrate. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself. We have been doing this for a
Bye,
while.
Sage.
Bye, Sage.
Bye,
So
Sage.
this might be our last sprint because I'm only streaming for 2 hours today. So take that into consideration as to whether or not you want to get up and move around, or whether you want me to be very, very quiet and quickly get into the next sprint after this. Yeah, and remember, if you don't feel like doing anything, just stare at a wall and daydream because self-care is productivity for writers. Let's get started with this sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. I heard that sound.
I heard it too.
Me three.
The gray robot won. The gray robot
Woohoo!
won, and I still heard nothing when it crossed the finish.
Neither did I. That's so weird. Maybe there's something wrong with the race itself.
I don't know, but it's fine. Luckily, I have the screen right because I'm writing like this, so I can just glance up periodically from what I'm working
I
on.
keep forgetting to glance up. Like it's right in front of me, but I just was absorbed in making memes.
So I wrote around 300 words.
Nice.
That sprint. Turns out the article that I am writing on imagination is an article about epistemology and how we know things. Because have you met me? So we will see what they think about it when I send it in. But yeah, not quite what I expected, and yeah, I am trying to stream every day. Oh, every day. I love to stream every day. I miss streaming every day in a lot of ways. Every Thursday in the time slot Jules usually streams in. The reason I'm saying that is because I know there's a lot of overlap. Like most of you know, when she streams in your local time, but that would be 1 p.m. Eastern, and you can do the math from there. And yeah, this is hopefully going to be the new place for me to do that. And of course, we have the stream tonight where we were playing the Volheim, and I will be fishing because I've become rather obsessed with fishing. So not only is it my new Viking farm simulator, it's now my fishing simulator, and I'm not mad at it.
Nice.
How did everybody else do?
I came up with some pretty, I think, funny memes. One of them is the 3-headed dragon meme, and I did the top part. It says essays on the outskirts post, and then it has one of the dragons, the tough dragons is the AI waifu article, and then the second tough dragon is the breaking news article, and then the third article is my stitching and bitchin' one.
You can say that. They passed the new rules.
I know. I was trying to think, like, can I say it? Is it time yet? Yeah, it's definitely time.
Apparently, they care most about the first 7 seconds.
Oh, yeah. 7 seconds.
Yeah, it's 7. It's just 7. They also don't like, what do they call it? Harsh cussing. A lot of harsh cussing, which is like the F word and things like that. So they would prefer if we didn't use a lot of those. But apparently, rules changed because they actually listened to the community when the community went, wait, what? About all of the language rules changes that they had made. So, Laura, how many did you make? Or did you find a Drabble to write?
I put a meme in Canva and added a sub thing saying pre-order out now. Posted it on Instagram, and I'm painting out lights for a HDRI for my day job.
Ah, nice.
And I took chili out of the freezer for dinner.
Ooh. Sounds delicious.
It's homemade.
Ooh, even better. Homemade chili is always delicious.
Now that you said it, I just have the chili song stuck in the back of my head and might have to sing it to Brian when he gets home, and then there will be a giant, vast pot of chili. We cannot make a little chili. It is impossible to make a little chili. Nice thing is, chili freezes really, really well, so you have pre-made meals for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But the best part of talking Brian into making chili is he will then make his cornbread. Because what is chili without cornbread? And the two together are magic.
I haven't had good cornbread in years.
You take a square of his cornbread and you put it in the bowl, and then you put the chili on top and all around it, and it just soaks in all of the juices and just nom 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 nom. It's so good. Yes.
CB made vegetarian chili tonight. It had baked beans in it. It was awesome.
Brian, I think, is a little terrified that I'm going to make him go vegetarian. 'Cause I have inclinations that way just in general, but
Growing up, my mom was a pescatarian and my dad would eat meat, and so would the rest of the family. So she would make primarily like she would make like 3 veggie dishes and a meat dish. And that way everyone had something to eat.
I
So I lean more towards like eating vegetable dishes rather than meat dishes because I always liked the vegetable dishes more than the meat.
I believe
Honestly.
that if we're going to eat an animal, we should respect it. And I don't crave a lot of meat
Hmm.
products.
Yeah, neither
Like,
do I.
the only reason I eat meat is I have a hard time getting enough iron and protein from vegetable sources. Because trust me,
Hmm.
I have tried going vegetarian numerous times, and it has ended with me in the hospital a couple times
Mm.
because my body starts breaking down.
Oh
And
no.
I've taken the supplements, I've done the classes. Like, my body just does not like absorbing
Mm.
plant-based proteins.
Yeah.
Doesn't like doing it, which upsets me so much. Um, so I keep trying to get Brian to compromise and be like, "Can we just go pescatarian? Like, just mostly pescatarian. Like, every now and then you can bring in a chicken, and if you have to, a cow. But like, just mostly
Yeah.
pescatarian because I would be happier because I love seafood. Like,
Oh,
I
I love
love
seafood too.
so like then I wouldn't feel guilty. Like, when he makes steak, like he made a really yummy steak the other night for dinner. It was a miso steak. It was really, really, really good. But at the same time, it was like I felt like I was doing an injustice to the cow because I was much more interested in the rice and bok choy, and
Mhm.
uh, we put some of our homemade kimchi in with the rice, and oh my god, our homemade kimchi is so good. This batch is literally fire. I don't know how, because he put in less of the peppers, but it came out spicier. So
Wow. Must have been a hot pepper.
something. But so I'm kind of glad he put in less. But oh my goodness, like I have this weird like guilt in me. Like, I'm enjoying the vegetarian side of the meal a lot more than the meat. Like, I feel like I'm dishonoring the animal that literally gave its life to be on the plate,
Mhm.
Dishonor on
and
you, dishonor on your cow.
dishonor on ya cow. But if I had cows, they would be for milk because I love cows. Cows are sweeties, but that doesn't mean I'm getting a cow. Say, staring at my Bridget.
Even a fluffy one.
If I could afford and had the space, because when Glory was trying to talk me into getting one of the mini cows, technically my yard is not big enough. You should
Mm.
have at least, I think they said, an acre and a half, or 2 acres for
Mhm.
them, so that they can do their grazing and whatnot. And while we have an exorbitantly large yard, especially since we never are in it,
Mhm.
it is not that big. So we're not living on an acre plot. It's not that big, so it wouldn't technically have enough space, and
Mm.
I don't want to be mean to the cow. Now, goats, if I could get a high enough fence, I would love to have. But goats are escape artists. If you do not know this, talk to anyone who's ever had goats. My grandfather raised goats, and they can find a way to get out of anything. And they can jump really, really high, and they can squeeze through a lot of spaces that you would not think a goat should be able to squeeze through. Like, I
Mhm.
think that they can liquefy their body and just shoosh through fences. Um, so I would need a really high fence, which would be nice because then I wouldn't have to see my neighbors, and that would make me also happy. Um, but you know how it is. Alrighty, I'm looking at the clock. I don't know that we have time for another sprint unless we do a really short one. So
Yeah, I need to take the dogs out, so I'm gonna have to head out before the next stream, the Coffee Bunny Cafe stream.
because Coffee Bunny starts at, I think, 2:30 my time. Does it start at the half hour?
Yeah, I think so.
Have I even
12:30 my time, right?
time zones? Why are you?
I think so.
and she hasn't sent out the invite for it yet. So trying not to overlap. That's the other reason why I like doing these streams on a Thursday, because a lot of times I like to be on Coffee Bunny, or at least most of the people that will be joining me will be moving over to Coffee Bunny, so I can't be tricked into forever stream as easily. Not impossible, but
Improbable.
it is improbable. Though if she turns on multi-streaming, who knows? It could reappear on the channel. Who knows? But yeah, I am really excited for this album in a way that is weird because it's all technically previously released music. I think I'm really excited because the first two tracks have not been available for people to listen to for a very long time. I don't like thinking about it because I'm old. Like it really hurts when I can say I originally made these over 20 years ago.
Oh yeah, I was thinking yesterday that I did my exercise program. I was the exercise program instructor a decade ago, and I'm like, how am I old enough to do anything a decade ago?
Right?
When did that happen?
But also, I feel like I'm finally at a place where everything is sounding the way that I want it to. I did a fun demo yesterday because a lot of people don't realize your streaming service has a lot to say with how your music sounds. So I would play the raw file from my over the same speakers, but off of my computer, and then I played it from the same song from Apple Music. And because I have a Soundtrap account and they give you a free Spotify account, you have a Soundtrap account, which is nice because you only have to then pay for one. And played it from Spotify, and the three songs sounded so differently, even though they were the same song.
Oh wow!
Because Spotify has a very strong bass boost that they do to all of their tracks, and they also curb the upper end just a little bit. But all of the services do shape the music a little bit to fit with the audience that they are cultivating, and
interesting.
It's really interesting, especially since I've had the Soundtrap account, so I can go back and forth between Spotify and Apple Music and hear the differences between the two, and how they really do sound different over the exact same speakers. And it's just it was a fun little display that even my husband, who is very much the I'm not an audiophile, I can't tell the difference between tracks, I don't understand, was like, oh wow, that's different. Meat-free days are important. We generally have 2 meat-free days a week, which I was able to talk him into doing it for health. And also, I found a lot of things that are vegetarian that he absolutely loves. So that was very, very helpful, because I think the biggest problem that everyone has when they think of vegetarian eating is they think salads and like how
boring food.
Salads? Yeah. First of all, salads generally will not give you a full protein, and I mean, you can build a salad that will, but when people think salad, what they're thinking of is not actually a meal salad. There are a lot of things you have to do with salad to make it a meal. And it's like, also, have you met Mediterranean food?
Yeah, I love
anywhere on the Mediterranean. Like, so many wonderful vegetarian dishes, especially from like starting in Morocco, going across into Egypt and up through the Levant into Southern Europe. So many wonderful vegetarian dishes. And that's not even getting to India yet. India. Sasha, I see the black cat. It's good. Be quiet.
But the black cat might get you.
Oh,
Todd is waking up. Well, that's a tempting thing to make sure that I am backstage for that. I felt like I had something else that I wanted to say before the stream went away. Oh, yeah. I am planning on making a bunch of videos again soon because I have started batch recording things
Mhm.
and it's working fairly well. So if there's anything that anybody would like to have a video made on, please DM it to me because I will forget it otherwise because I would like to get doing stuff again. I have noticed that on this channel, there's been a lot of people going back and rewatching my active imagination video, which was like the third or fourth video I did on this channel. Like, that was
Wow.
like deep cuts, like way back in the day. I did that one. Um, so I might do more on that topic, and
Mhm.
of course, the various world building videos that need specifics because I did a course. If you go over to my Substack and click on the myth weaving, you will find the entire course that I did on world building there. So I need more specifics because I kind of did that and point at it, be like, it's right there. Though I could turn those into videos and I don't know, something. But I want them to be of use. That's why I am asking it here because I don't know. I like feeling useful. So if there are any specific topics that you would like, do let me know. There will be some stuff about. I don't want to get spoilers. There are some things coming that I do know about that um, hopefully you will find interesting. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it. We've got 10 minutes. That gives us time to stretch and whatnot before the backstage opens up. If not already, I heard sounds, which might already be.
That was Tom liking my last post, so that wasn't Coffee Bunny yet.
I heard you getting notifications, and I heard me getting notifications at the same time, and I was like, "Well, we're both getting notifications. That might be
It's in the Instagram group, but not
yeah, not that Instagram group."
not that particular one. Yeah.
Um, yeah. So if you haven't checked it out, check out my new album over on the Project Shadow channel or wherever fine music is streamed. Hopefully, like I said, I do know for a fact it is up on both Apple Music and Spotify and YouTube Music. Check out the podcast; it's very good. Check out these people. Hopefully, they're linked below, unless YouTube did a violence to my thing again.
If
About,
not, my thing is right here.
or you can go to projectshadow.com and I link to everyone's Substack from there because I definitely do recommend. Yeah, I think that's it. Anybody have anything that they want to say before we run off?
Pre-order Tiny Shaders.
Yes.
The ebook is on
Do it
Amazon.
now.
Signed paperback. Pre-order is on Ko-fi, where you can also get bookmarks.
Oh, they're gorgeous. I want one. I need one.
And art postcards. Like these ones.
Oh, I want one. I want one so
Hide the
bad.
address, but yeah. So they're all on
Nice.
Ko-fi.
I just realized
I need a job. Damn it.
I still have the album cover reveal video in the videos over here. So when I first started talking about it, I could have been like, so if you haven't checked out my new album, it's called Born in Shadow and I loves it. It's really, really cool. You should check it out. And I really like the cover. I
It's gorgeous.
really love the cover. I could have done that because I actually used StreamYard to record the video where I talked about everything. And so I have all of these like videos just sitting there.
Nice.
Alrighty. Until next time, probably on Coffee Bunny. Be kind to yourself because the world has gone crazy and somebody needs to be kind. And if you can't be kind to others, you can at least be kind to yourself. And don't forget, have the fun. Bye.
Bye.